that's correct. The DDA will no longer capture the library mills. The 10-year voted library mills, to be clear.
And again, just to clarify, because they won't be capturing after 2025, there will be $3 million a year available to the libraries, correct?
That's correct, Member Durhal, through the chair. The DDA currently collects around $3 million. And so the DDA's TIF, as the value of the subject properties grows, that number is likely to go up over time. But right now that number is around $3 million.
So through you, Mr. Chair, this is even speaking on future incentives as well, does not automatically default to the Brownfield Authority.
No. Conrad Mallett, Mr. Chairman, through the chair, Member Durhal, no. It will not automatically default to the Brownfield Authority. The only way that could occur is if the Detroit City Council approved an amendment to the Brownfield Plan. So we are very confident that once the DDA ability to capture those taxes evaporates with the ending of the taxpayer authority, and then the what we're expecting to be the passage of the new millage of the library will be the standalone recipient of available dollars.
Okay, and that's good to hear. Relative to our libraries, again, that's a really hot topic right now. And can we just have somebody weigh in on school tax capture really quick, just to clarify for the public?
Through the chair, I'd be glad to start, although I note that Mr. Head and Mr. Corley probably have forgotten more about this than I'll ever know. And I invite them to jump in. So the DDA is also authorized to capture the school operating mills, the school debt mills, and the SET taxes. And the operating and SET funding streams are the operating sources for the community district. However, the state school aid fund at the state level operates to guarantee the per pupil allocation designated for the community district. And so whether the DDA captures those revenues or a Brownfield TIF captures those revenues, the state school aid fund comes in and guarantees that the community district receives the same amount of per pupil funding regardless of the amount of tax revenues generated at the local level via those levies. So in so many words, the community district is held harmless regardless of any tax capture by that mechanism.
And Mr. Chair, those were pretty much the questions I had. Again, talking about the philanthropic efforts, I can follow back up with that. I believe I've already received an email from Ms. Barnhill about some of that information, but just wanted to know, members of the public to know about some of those efforts, because again, if you have a development project here, trust is important. Again, this is the people's dollars, as folks say. However, knowing and understanding, we're trying to generate more of the people's dollars with projects like this, but it is good to have that transparency relative to what you've done, because you can tell a lot more about what you do by what you've done. So appreciate that, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Vice Chair. No, I'm not going to hold us too much longer.